Okay then, let's see. Scooch this over here. Yeah, scooch that down there. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay. So, we must discuss something. But first I need to put a link to Discord. So let's find that. Make a subtle adjustment here. I do kind of want to turn up the production a ton and just start producing like units out of all the cities, but it's logistically impossible. By which I mean I just don't have enough food. Like, logistically, it's difficult. We're producing a lot of food right now. And, every farmer means less production. Like, if I turn this into a military city, it would already be running at only half speed. But then the rapid use of food for producing, if I put dragon turtles out in every city, like, this would fill up real quick. And their wings! And also, since we're doing Chaos Nature, you can see just how much stronger some locations are than others. So the quality of the troops coming out would be not great. They'd eat the same amount of food, but not be as high quality. And don't even get me started on what would happen to my income. 100 dragon turtles would tank my economy. Speaking of which, I manually counted every single paladin in my army and came up with 74. Now, why do I bring that up? Well, it turns out that I have one building that represents more than half my economy. This building, right this turn, is producing 592 gold a turn. Sort of, not really. Technically it doesn't, but practically it does. It is practically true. So, basically, a paladin has a maintenance cost of 8. But, because of this building, paladins have a maintenance cost of 0. So 74 paladins would cost me, we'll just round to 75. Next turn it'll be 75 anyway. It would cost me 600 gold a turn to maintain all these paladins. That would be about 2/3 of my economy. And every turn I get another paladin, so it's a rapidly growing number. And I only have one of these things. Could you imagine if I had more? So yeah, this is really OP. I mean, this is really OP. So somewhere around here, where is it exactly? Yeah, they also get magic immunity on top of that, which is ridiculous. So it's like, I kind of really want to make Inquisitors and Crusaders and other things, but when they've got no upkeep, why would I make anything else? I mean, Paladins already kick a Dragon Turtle's butt in pure melee combat. Plus, they give a holy bonus to the entire army. And then you make then they're magic immune, illusion immune, death immune, armor piercing, first strike. They can even cast bless. Not that I use that ever, but it's still there. It's still on the table. It's still a thing they can do. And they cost nothing. Poor turtles. I don't know how other top tier units are gonna rate. I mean, Some of them, like the frickin' auto crossbowmen, seem like they would hard counter the paladins with, you know, this. This would kill paladins. But that said, they still have their maintenance cost. Even the goblins have a maintenance cost, though admittedly that's kind of the goblins' entire thing, is that their maintenance is really, really low. So, you know. Yeah, I think the paladins gotta get a nerf, man. I think the paladins gotta get some kind of nerf here. There's several different ways they could be nerfed, you just gotta pick one. Alright, anyway, I don't remember what I was casting anymore. Was I still buffing the heroes, or was I doing something else? Oh well, let's rush some buildings. Okay, here's a place I could produce more food. Once we conquer some territory, we'll be able to produce more food. On that note, here's some money. No reason, I just think you're cool. Okay, that's not really true. Please uncurse these territories I'm conquering. You don't want to waste your magic on this spell here. Why don't you just dispel it? Remove it. Come on, man. Alright. And last time we did the hardest part, we ended up losing multiple heroes. But I mean, this is basically the final war. This planet's Ragnarok. Taking that city means all of this army is going to be over there now. So yeah. Let me see. This goes over here. The turns are still going by nice and quick. I like that. This is an awfully tiny world to have one of those happening. I wasn't expecting that. Aw, none of them are disintegratable? Oh. Nuclear fire it is. Well, it is weird that I am this awake, actually. It is very strange. See, I shouldn't be. So, they gave me a medicine on Monday. Hold on a second, I'll deal with this annoying fly over here. Ah, good. Sank the skyboat. 7 XP. Okay, so yeah, they gave me a medicine on Monday. I don't know how much I talked about this. But they gave me Tuesday off of work, and I was like, oh, that's nice. And then I discovered why on Tuesday. I could barely walk. So I had to look this stuff up and find out what the heck did you give me? Side effects. Muscle weakness. Yeah, that would check out. Yeah, okay. Side effects also. Insomnia. I'm not exactly a stranger to insomnia, but no, this week I've been having really rough sleep. In fact, last night I really slept very badly. So the fact that I feel this good is weird. Because I didn't feel this good yesterday. But this was the last one of them that I took yesterday. So I'll be done with this medicine. and things should go back to normal. But it's probably going to catch up with me. It's definitely going to catch up with me. Wow, this rune formation of way is literally right at the end of everything. I mean, it sounds pretty good. It might be a little late by the time it comes online. I don't know how strong it really is. We'll have to see. Guess it depends on the number of opponents in play. This one sounds insane. I think I want Chaos's Embrace, honestly. I think that one could be really nice. Could you imagine every single one of my units suddenly having Doom Mastery? It feels like a win more spell at this point, but hey. Alright, we have a town portal here. Alright, what's left of this army can go contemplate doing terrible things to these other cities. But we want to save what's left of you for cracking that capital. Okay. It begins. Step over here. All right. The invasion force is here. 1 stack. Oh, this one's not quite complete. It's just a little stack, nothing you should have to worry about. This one, though, you might worry about this one just a little bit more. Just a smidge more. Okay. But we're not done yet. It's not over yet. Here, you guys step into the swamp for a second. And another one. Okay. So over the subsequent turns, this is just going to become a tidal wave. It's not the ideal position being all the way up here, but that's not such a big deal because as soon as we conquer another city, we'll put a town portal there as well. And every turn, we'll just have another point they can flood out of until they're all here. And we wash this land clean of all green flags. Now, he has a lot of forces here he can try to counterattack these stacks with. But how much good is that going to do him, really? The fact that he has cast Armageddon means that everyone is going to decide they like him less, by the way. Armageddon is kind of a I want to lose the game kind of spell. Okay, what about this here? I'm gonna see how the flamethrowers perform. Ah, yes. What did I need the medicine for? Well, let me tell you all about my butt. You see... Okay, no, not this time. Oh. Feet of Swiftness plus Earth to Mud. Not bad. No, actually, I had, there's a weird problem that's been going on for a week where I had some kind of skin something, a rash or something. I don't know. There's a lot of skin conditions that all look kind of the same when I tried Googling it. Anyway, point is, we'll just go with rash. I had rashes spreading on multiple parts of the body, and they got painful. Just walking around, the fabric of my clothing was rubbing against them, and it was painful. So, you know, after that was going on for about a week, you know, it's like, alright, I better go see something. I mean, it didn't start out painful. It didn't even start out itchy. But, yeah, no, it was clearly a problem that was progressing, so I went, saw a doc. I had to wait like 2 hours in the lobby. And he's like, well, that's a lot. How about you take this? And I said, okay, I will take that. Now I've got some topical cream to try to, like, finish the problem off that I just got yesterday. Let me think. I mean, I can use beat of swiftness too, or I could just use a lot of webs. Or, you know, I could just nuke them. I mean, that's always on the table. Oh no! We're stuck in the mud. Look at how many opponents there are. How shall we ever catch them all? By being fast? No. By being legion. Meet the pyro. Times a lot. Worst of all, they can act the same turn they appear. Oh, really? Oh, really? They lose to... Ah, right, they don't carry their bonuses from the adamant and other things to the buds. I forgot about that. Oh, well. Still, it's surprising they didn't even damage the birds. The fire should have hit the bird and then hurt it. Oh, well. No! How could you? I mean, why even summon them if you're not going to use them? Oh well. Well, the actual hardened forces are going to take a little while to get there. But hey, the buds are free. Whatever they do, that's free damage. Wow, I'm honestly... Do they have immunity to fire? I bet that they have elemental armor or something and I wasn't paying attention. Resist elements? We move so slow on these old muddy roads. We actually lost a lot of our units here. Though I consider these guys to be very much expendable. Oh geez, it's still up there. Okay, there we go. We might not be able to handle frickin' Chicken of Doom, but we can burn down a boat. See, if you were actually in the water, you'd have all this water in your sails and everything that would make it hard to burn. But in the sky, that's not how it goes. That was your mistake, taking to the sky. Alright. I actually can disintegrate something. Finally! Alright, I don't even need the heavy hitters in the back. You've used up all your mana, it would seem. Well, I have insurance, so I didn't pay it. I paid like, what, $8 as a copay for the topical ointment, and whatever I paid for the pills was like $1 or $2. I've described this before, but oh man, look at this. Oh boy, ooh. Oh no. But yeah, in America, you gotta have insurance. Like, you gotta. Anybody who doesn't have insurance is basically like riding a motorcycle without a helmet. And everyone in the US knows this. Okay, I say that. There's a lot of stupid people. There are always a lot of stupid people. But, yeah, no, you have to and actually, if you pay out of pocket, Look, don't quote me on this because it's not a universal truth. But if you're willing to pay out of pocket and you're willing to talk, you can usually get a better deal. I won't even say usually, because it's a big country, okay? But the reason the price is so high is not because the price is so high. The reason the price is so high is because nobody pays that price. Nobody actually pays that much money. What's happened is there's been kind of a war going on between insurance companies and the medical institutions for a very long time. The insurance companies go, we'll pay 90% of what you want, but you'll have to do business with us. See, we represent a lot of customers. You really want our business. See, 10%'s reasonable, right? And the hospitals go, yeah, okay. Well, funny thing, everything costs 10% more now. Really? Well, we'll pay you 80%. Ah, geez, you know, if you touch this door, that's a $60 fee now. That's a real thing, by the way. Like, they have doors in the building where if the patient is pushed through that door, there's a fee. And this has gone on for a very long time. Constantly looking for ways back and forth between the two to, just the insurance companies want to pay nothing, and the hospitals want their money. And this is all well and good until somebody who isn't on insurance shows up. So, you're not really supposed to pay things like that. That was never really the point. So, when you do get jagged with a bill you can't find a way to dodge and your insurance won't cover, it is awful. It is terrible. It is the worst. It's a very stupid system. I do not think it was a good idea. It actually comes back to a decision made before any of us were born. There was a point in time in our history, look, we had some Great Depressions and other events, okay? And the government has had to try some heavy-handed tactics at times. And at one point, they put limitations on how much companies could pay their workers. God knows what they were thinking. But the companies went, I am not legally allowed to pay this person more money. How can I convince this person to work for me instead of a competitor? And thus was born benefits. And the biggest one that all the companies started using was medical benefits. This was actually where it started, when all the companies were paying the insurance company rather than people. I don't want to reduce things to a single factor because, again, big system, lots of moving parts, lots of complicated stuff. But I mean, if we're going to boil it down to the basics, that's more or less you have the key pieces right there before you with what I just said. It's not great, but how the hell do you fix it? Like, how do you reform things when they've gotten this far? They've really gotten out of hand. You can't just turn the whole system off and on again. I mean, that would be the greatest way to do it, but suddenly everybody's ability to get medicine would be completely fucked with. So you can't just make a simple fix. Alright, we got another army here. I think my portal's over here. We'll head that way. Ah! Yes, I really want these guys to advance. Unfortunately... I screwed up and passed their turns. Fine, we'll move out next turn and conquer these cities. this up, you probably want to roll back to the very beginning of this stream when I talk about paladins a little. Yep, you'll get the whole scoop. The whole scoop rather than me repeating myself over and over again. No. Stop insulting me. I'm not that cheap. I'm a high-class person. I deserve a living wage. 116. I've heard from a lot of people who live in places like England and Canada and are very unhappy with their service. Ooh, you were not hurt by fire. Why? I think you were hurt, just not much. What are you gonna do? I'm immune to magic. Oh, that's a pretty good answer, actually. Alright, let's see. Man, you just... Oh well, I can at least do this. Feels good to disintegrate. Alright, I happen to have fire breathing! Well, that might do it. Yeah, okay, that would do it. Well, no worries. Direct hit way more effective than indirect hit. Okay. It's a chaos node, and you're in a freet. That's a problem. Lightning bolt? Oh, melee! Interesting choice! Well, just, I don't know, this will probably be enough. Oh, really? Not enough? Oops, I screwed up. Yeah, okay, well, I wasn't really expecting to win that fight. Boy, we are losing a lot of battles in a lot of places. It's just they're not the battles that matter, you know? You park. What? Oh shit. Oh, that's terrible. Oh no. Oh man. I hope she gets better, man. That's rough. Yeah. I'm not against social safety nets and things, but man, does the government mismanage money. They find ways to, well, to put it in the words of, Davy Crockett, he described it as they spend all their lives grubbing for every penny they can, but the moment it's somebody else's money, they treat it like garbage. Describing Congress. And it's a real problem. But, even if we ignore all the stacking problems, I'm not against the concept of people voting themselves social things. If they want socialism, you know. The problem is they're always so badly done. They don't think the systems through. game designers would make better systems that would be harder to abuse, because they'd ask themselves questions like, what are the players going to do if I create this system? How are they going to abuse it? But no, even beyond all that, though, the nature of social programs, I won't call it a Ponzi scheme exactly, but yes, you need constant growth to maintain it. If people live too long, if too many people are pulling from the system and not enough people are contributing, it'll break, obviously. I mean, that's just how things are. Yeah, you basically have to constantly have more people inputting, which means you have to have a positive population growth. You can't have too many people who are, and a lot of countries are starting to look at this and ask, how can we reduce the number of people who are receiving benefits? Well, the older people aren't contributing anything. And these are the kind of questions we don't want asked, because we're all going to get old someday, and none of us want to be in a system that looks at old people and sees a liability. That just seems horrific. So, yeah. Okay, that's a reasonable answer. As I said, there are multiple ways you could nerf them, but that one is, I mean, just the most straightforward. Yeah. I think we should go pay this a visit. Somehow we're only at 1 gold star on a bunch of our heroes. A bunch of our heroes still need more level ups, so this should help. Man, I wish I had Flame Strike. Oh, if I could just cast Flame Strike 6 times in a turn. Oh well, at least I have this. Everything's flying. I can't even attack. Hey, wait a minute. Oh no, I think you may have made an error. How do you have 2? Oh right, there was a thing for that, wasn't there? I remember. Something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You guys have made a terrible mistake. I cast Dispel Army. Where'd it go? There was an army there, and now there isn't. Alright, let's see. And then you will go this way. Alright, fine. Just take a step that way. And you guys... Look, you guys just live here now. It's fine. Yeah, don't worry too much about it, guys. Oh, cool. This is finally ready to be purified. I think that might be the last tile that needs it. Alright, as for you guys... There's really nothing in this area you all need to do. I'm just gonna move you out. Honestly, but Beat of Swiftness, Earth to Mud was a pretty great combination for shutting you guys down. So you won't be doing much against this opponent if he can just do that. Alright, let's see. All of you! Oh man, what are you doing in the road? Get out of the road! Alright, so first, I'm going to have you lot step here. And you're gonna go wreak havoc on the next town over. And then... You know what? You guys could probably guard a town just fine. You're far from an ideal defense, but whatever, you're fine, you're good. You'll do the job. Okay. These two cities, we've got them in the bag. I have no idea what to do with this stack. So I'm just gonna kinda pull it back, I guess. We could portal it somewhere else as needed, with some immortals accompanying the goblins, which is a really weird composition, but you know, whatever. I really would like that Chaos Embrace. I mean, I didn't even use Chaos to make that city into a Paladin city. That just was a Paladin city. The only thing the Chaos did was give them more, buffs, like Adamant. Which is admittedly a pretty good thing. Okay, here we are. He's trying to counter my armies stomping into his territory. And I think... I could go with Beat of Swiftness as well, you know. Blazing March plus Beat of Swiftness would be pretty great against you. But, I mean, you're all clumped up, and I can do this. Actually, that didn't do very much this time. This army's pretty tough. These javelins should hurt. I mean, they got a 10 backing them. Oh well. Alright, the paladins can all attack flying units, so... Oh, there's the problem! You have a hero! What does your wanderer do? Oh, it does, yeah, it does reduce their cost a bunch. I've spammed coal and iron. Gee, that's a lot of resistances there. Okay. Ah-ha-ha-ho! I didn't get this one. I didn't have enough Chaos books, I guess. Chosen of Chaos. Ah, now that makes the build suddenly make sense. I understand why you're winning this fight now. Can't quite get at anything this turn. Alright. Alright, javelins. Really aren't doing much here. Ooh, colossal strength. Ooh. I don't have a good way. Less, so 9 or under. Do you think you could take her down? I don't. I don't think you can at all. But there's really nothing else to do here. Ah, man, I wish if I could get colossal strength on you, I'm... Oh, well. Here goes! Almost! Oh, I think I can remove their hero from play. I won't get the artifacts. But I removed a key piece from play at the price of 1 army. I mean, it was a pretty good army to go and lose, but... Yeah, we lost a big army. But they lost a big hero, so I'm actually not upset by that result. Oh, shit! Regeneration! You're right! Ah! Crap! Okay, no, we did nothing. Ah, crud. Okay. Well, now I have to rethink things. Which of these armies was it? I think it was this army that just did that. So we know their hero is here. I was going to hit a city, but... I'm going to take your artifacts. Yep. Ooh. Well, let's begin, shall we? No, not disintegrate. That's not what I meant to do. Ah, well, whatever. It's fine. Alright. I meant to do this! Alright, let's see. Oh no, I dispelled her! I did not mean to do that. I did not expect that. I thought her resistance would have been... Ooh, I don't think we have the swordsman anymore who can res people either. He got killed, so we can't fix the javelin. Oh man, I really didn't expect it to disappear. That's terrible. Because that means we didn't get their artifacts. No! I think their artifacts just cease to exist, so they don't get them back either, so, I mean... Still strikes a blow. Alright, guys. Let's find out how good firearms are. I don't know. Not that much. I think she's only got like a -2 spell save. Yeah. Well, she was going to return no matter what I did, so... Ah, guys. Yeah, I'd say these guys are pretty good. Yeah. I would say those guys are pretty good. Alright, moving on. I didn't even have a paladin with them. They could have been hitting even harder. Alright. We've got 2 here. I need my hero stack to jump through and get. And then I will have him completely removed from the Mirren plane. Progress over here, though, is going a little bit slow. will move another stack over. Yeah, that hero and her army managed to slow my invasion by actually several turns. Okay. But I don't think you have another stack capable of doing that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the priestess only has a -2 on her spell save. I don't know what happened there. Some interaction I'm unfamiliar with. If she had 18 resistance, I didn't even look at her resistance. I just assumed it would have been better than, you know, a holy word could have done. But I was wrong. Okay, where is this? Oh. Oh, this is the person who's purifying the land. What are you doing? Leave him alone! You fiend. Yeah, we're not even killing one thing. You're certainly being disruptive to me. Oh! Oh, this is a serious attempt at my heartlands. Uh-oh. Okay, alright. Well, let's see what we can do. Speed of swiftness is a huge problem. The fact that they're flying is a huge problem. I'm gonna start with Blazing March. Yeah, with Speed of Swiftness and Flight, this actually is a pretty good counter to my army. Or they could stand still and shoot. Okay, alright. They stand still and they shoot. I can work with this. Okay. First strike that away. Yeah, that warp reality is a huge problem. I was thinking about that. Well, there's not much more I can do for the... Well, I mean, there's quite a bit I could do, but... Well, okay, we'll buff you. It was a little weird healing a regular bowman, but... Oh, that warp is so bad. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna start slinging fire spells now. Feels weird to heal a spear, but what can you do? Okay, let's see. You lost a bowman and I think a javelin. No! Darn. Well, what can you do? Oh boy. Alright. Good. I mean, not much I can do. Oh, good. Man, that spell can hit really hard sometimes. No, 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 don't just sit there. That's annoying. That breaks my buildings and kills my inhabitants. Alright, we gotta reinforce that city's defenses immediately. Makes me worry that my defenses aren't adequate, seeing that. Oh, catch you later, wings! It only had 11. Okay, yeah, okay, it actually had really low resistance. Because isn't Holy Word already a -3? Or am I thinking of a different spell? Alright, let's see. So you just lost multiple defenders. Let's see. You needed a javelin and a bowman? I'm just gonna give you 2 javelins, because those are better. And they're super adamant chaos ones. Yeah, I'm now thinking about the fact that my defenses are kind of outdated. Alright, you take this city, we'll reinforce you. We'll reinforce you with something nice. We'll have to, because yikes. Yeah, see, we come in and suddenly our resistances are 4 and 6. So this guy can just disintegrate my heroes forever. And there's not much I can do about it. Priestess. Incinerate. Alright. We have performed a few drone strikes and the city is all ours. Alright. So... that right there. Town portaled. Yay. Okay, cool. Alright, this stack is moving this way. That's fine. Could have been a little faster, but it'll be fine. Okay, now I need to do this because holy crap. Next. I took a city over here. We're producing food. Also, we're losing lots of units, so... yeah, finally solving our food problems. I could just throw waves and waves of units at you. Anyway, after this, the hero stack has to jump to Mirren. So it's going to be our regular armies to clean up over here for a while. Swiftness, don't you? It doesn't matter what the situation is, that's what you go with. Ah, they took the ship down with them. much as I want that Doom Gaze, I may need to spend a turn generating mana. How unfortunate. Alright, we'll do that, because we're burning a lot of mana crystals a turn right now. Alright, let's see. Right here? I guess. Since our plane shift is operating weirdly, I'm just gonna go through the hole. Oh, I didn't reinforce them. Whoops. Oh well, it's fine. They have enough forces to handle whatever they are going to encounter. Okay. Great news, guys. You know, I'm actually going to reinforce this city slightly. Yeah, I'm going to add 2 more stronger units, because the old units really are obsolete at this point. Okay. You guys are going to jump here and begin heading south. Okay, you lot are gonna pop here, and also you're gonna be heading out immediately. And these 2 stacks are gonna wait till the next city falls to jump out. That should be soon enough. While the new army builds over here. I think that they'll be able to comfortably conquer half of his Arcanus Empire before the heroes make it back. And we can potentially start having the Mirren armies hop over here and come through this portal. So we can potentially, I think we're going to take that stack of nothing but auto crossbowmen, and I think we're going to use that as the first wave against his capital before the hero stack hits it. Cracking capitals is always risky. I've had games where I lose my ultimate stack and have no way to break the capital ever. So yeah. Oh no! I left it undefended! Ah, I forgot to reinforce it! Where's this? Oh shit. Really, I don't have enough forces in my cities to fight his armies. Well. Yeah, I need to do more defenses. But I think I'm just gonna keep attacking instead. This was a pretty good defensive army. But I mean, we're still holding out, but alright, the shield wall. Good news, we live next to a volcano. Oh, yeah, with the paladin down, and then they do that, yeah. Paladin... hold on, I'm thinking about... Alright, hold on, we're here now. Oh, I see, this is the one that's about to hit that. I see, okay, alright, Once again, I lament not having, Flame Strike this game. But with so few Chaos books, I mean, you know, of course we're gonna have holes in our spell list. It's just when I think late game Chaos, Flame Strike is like the spell. But we're getting by. This army's not gonna be in the same shape. And it's still gotta take a city. Yeah, losing the Javelineers, the priests, basically all the support artillery. Flight isn't as good against this guy as ranged isn't as good against this guy as others because he's so fast on the battlefield. Really? You don't think Flame Strike would soften them up? Okay, this is a problem. I need these to be over there. Ah, jeez, I'm trying to track so many things in my head. So these were the reinforcements to the city in my northeast. I'll have to get something else shipped there immediately. Because I was thinking a Flame Strike, and then you follow up with an Incinerate would be great. Because the Flame Strike's damage is always super uneven. Should have backed them up a step before I fired that. Oops. Ah, man, I need those Javelineers there. Alright, let's see. I could just hard summon a spider and a fire giant into every city. I mean, it would take a while. But spiders really do add up to help your defenses. If they weren't so expensive, I'd actually hire them to fill some defenses out. Alright, let's see. If I put these three here... We still got a priest. We actually still had javelins and shaman. What we really need is a crossbow. I really don't feel comfortable without the crossbow in the defenses. So I forgot. I failed to hold this city, and that's embarrassing. Alright, you guys... Since you got cut off from your reinforcements, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna give you an Efreet, okay? That'll do. Nobody's getting through that. And I'm also giving you a spider because, I mean, they're just good. Okay, that's gone to being from being a chink in my armor to being a hard point. Alright, you guys are headed south. Hi there. This is mine now. Hey, Drowbard! How's it going? Alright, let's see. They look weak. Sadly, this army was composed before we got the Chaos Channels. So... none of these guys are... Actually, no, a couple of these guys have chaos channels. They just didn't roll flight. Oh, well, what can you do? Ooh. Wow, how about that? Neither of you can attack a flyer, so move over for the turtle, who just failed. You guys can't just underperform forever, you know. One of these days you have to actually do something. Well, this is embarrassing, guys. Oh good, he's out of casting. The more cities I take, the less he'll have in that regard. Those bowmen were stopping paladins. The humble bowman is actually a good unit. Alright, this is not gonna hold, guys. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that city to still be there tomorrow. This guy's actually been doing shockingly well in this war, all around. A lot of colossal strength you got there. That's a lot of colossal strength you got there. But what's colossal strength against first strikes? Eh? Everything's flying, you can't do anything. Ah. Yeah. As I always say, we need to hurry up and switch to space-time already. You know what? I'm actually going to incinerate you. I think I can take this guy out. And I don't want to give you any more turns to cast spells at me. Okay, mine again. Okay, cool. Well, you guys are stymied for a turn. There's not enough left of this army. They're gonna have to turn back and reinforce something else. Although he's holding up very well, his defense, his armies are being wiped away. And he is losing territory gradually. But the fact that he dropped Armageddon makes me glad I'm fighting him right now and I didn't wait any longer. If anything, I waited too long preparing. Or maybe not, considering how well he's doing in these fights. Not quite finishing him off cost me there. Alright, this island is now mine. Kinda wish I could just sit down and consolidate for a little bit again. Build up even more forces, but... Orange is now fighting him. That's a good sign. Have you considered breaking an alliance with him? Yes, here's the secrets of making your own Efreet. That was a lot. All right. Okay, well, I can only do so much. But if that causes him... We'll just spend a turn doing that. If that causes him some distress to his armies... Or even if he turns some of his armies away from me and towards fighting Sasra, that would be great. He cast Armageddon, so I figured it wouldn't be too hard to turn them against him. Hey, Rory, how's it going? How you doing, man? As I say, casting things like Armageddon is just basically saying I want to lose the game. They're epic and awesome, but... Oh, what's all this here now? I'm so glad my paladins are immune to magic at the moment. But with colossal strength... Oh shit, what's that? Oh, that's a problem. I should have backed him up a step. Anyway, the city changes hands again. A lot of back and forth going on. Okay, he's going to try to reclaim this again. Is this city gonna change hands yet again? Oh my gosh, 900! Man, I remember how proud I was when I bought my Super Nintendo. Best purchase ever. It was $109. Now, I know inflation's a big thing, but we're not 9x. The prices are completely nuts. Holy crap, it's crazy how high the prices are. $900. Who's buying these things? There's no way the gaming industry is going to survive. Well, I mean, the indies are doing fantastic. Steam is just doing great. But, I mean, good grief. 900. Oh, you didn't die. Why didn't you die? Okay, good. Yeah, I see green and white are fighting. Every fight means he burns mana crystals and loses units. Plus orange, he's fighting orange all over the place. I've cracked his shell, guys. Why don't you try to pick up a city or two? The peace of the peace world is broken. Everyone's wrestling. Just wait till I'm the one casting Armageddon. Ho, ho, ho. Every turn that Armageddon does hurt us, though. I don't know if it can overwrite my volcanoes, but any resource that's not on a volcano could potentially get wrecked. Well, green cast Apocalypse, Armageddon. So it basically doesn't matter. I turned to all of his BFFs and said, hey, want to attack that guy? And they're like, I don't know, if you give me some money and access to the Ifrit spell. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. Because the moment you put this in play, everybody hates you. So he cast the I want to lose the game spell, so he's gonna lose the game. That's just how it is. Alright, so this city's reinforced pretty well at this point. This city is... I'm just not satisfied with that. I'm gonna give you one more javelin. A good modern javelin. Okay, meanwhile, over here, so we held this one for now. I have so many interesting options right now. Ooh, look at all the rocks coming in to help with the war. The birds are here, and look at his armies. They're gone. We lost so many men fighting him. He did extremely well. But at the end of the day, his forces were not limitless. My legions of doom were just superior to his legions of doom. It's funny, the only things that are surviving are the paladins at this point. But once the paladins are caught out with nothing to support them, they struggle. Alright, I'll just let them park there. Yeah, we're gonna have to make new armies. Alright, put these two together. We'll retake this again. Okay. Yeah, white turning on him was huge. Alright, this stack here is gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna get another war boss leading arsonist army. And apparently I missed something over here. Uh-oh. Guys, stop! We found another one of his cities. We'll hit that, and then we'll hit these. Assuming that orange doesn't take any. Okay, what else do we need to do? Well, we need to rebuild the buffs over here. And then we have a new city. For reference, by the way, something bad's been happening to Green. Specifically his military. For all the damage he's done to me, he did almost take a couple of my cities. And he's retaken several of his cities. Yeah. I think we can say effectively that he's knocked out. We took Tlaloc down a while ago. So... Incinerate's pretty good. Yeah, it was called the Razors and Blades model. You'd sell the console at a loss. They do the same thing with Kindles. You sell the machine at a loss, and then you make your money selling games. That's how it was done. It's a good model. Yeah, and we're running low on silver and other materials used to make computer parts globally. This would be a very bad time to purchase a new computer. Hey, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty confident to say that the RAM price being really high is temporary. The question is only, how long will it be before it cycles around? A year? 10 years? There's going to be a point where the prices crash, and all of these cards and RAM and everything are going to be back on the market for cheap. So, I mean, there's two things going on. First, sooner or later, a lot of these data centers for AI stuff are going to go out of business. A lot of these startups are going to fail. And either a big company is going to buy their data center, or it's just going to be stripped for parts and they're going to be sold off. In which case, they all just get dumped in the market. But the other side of the equation that I think is more important, the chips that they're using were never made with AI in mind. They are the same computer chips we've been using all along. Same with GPUs and everything else, like just all of it. Video cards. Video cards, most of the AI crap is done on your video card, which isn't made to run AI stuff. It was built to do graphics. So there are companies that are already developing chips that would be useless as graphics cards or for regular computing, but are specifically really good for doing the AI stuff. This means that they use a lot less electricity to generate the same amount of output. And electricity is very expensive. So sooner or later, these chips are going to get on the market, and all the big companies are going to be buying them and replacing the current chips with the ones that are much, much more efficient and cheaper to run. It's only a question of how long does it take. If governments decide to, for some reason, put bureaucratic walls in front of this, it could take a really long time. If, on the other hand, governments decide to fast-track the new chips, they could be subsidized and come out very soon. And it's really hard to say how it's going to go. I don't know anything about the manufacturing of the chips, like what actually goes into it, but I know that there's layers to it, where you have to basically make the tools that make the tools that make the tools. Because computers are actually ridiculously complicated. The modern ones, anyway. So yeah, take heart. Sooner or later, prices will go down. That is my prediction. Oh, well, I guess I'm not getting this one for now. Oh man, yeah, White is just killing him. Admittedly, as I said, I did break him pretty good, but yeah, White is just destroying him. Alright. This is gonna be hard. Even an all-paladin army isn't gonna do much. They're immune to fire, too. Head south. Alright. He's got one city left over here. White will probably take that from him. I'll get these three, and then we'll have to wheel around and consider his capital. I cannot leave him in play. White is actually overperforming, and I'm not sure what I'll end up doing about that in the long run. Darn it. So, I don't know about Microsoft, but there's a couple companies that specifically generate power that have been getting a lot of deals with these data center companies. A lot of investors were talking about them. I'm not gonna give any investment advice, but I think I can name one of them was I think it was, yeah, Everpure. Everpure was one of them, I think. Was it? Or was it Vistra Corp? Yeah, I think it was Vistra Corp. Anyway, they're all going a little bit down at the moment for whatever reason. Alright, let's start with our opening salvo. Yeah, that whole Chaos Channel thing has been making life difficult for my armies everywhere else, but the hero stack doesn't mind. Paladin of Corrosive Blast. I choose you. A town portal up so I can get some defensive units here, but there you go. A nice little town. Suddenly mine. Okay, you guys need 2 units of reinforcements. What do we have at hand? Well, do you like goblins? Alright, here's what we'll do. I'll go with a couple of these. These have proven themselves to be extremely valuable. So, I mean, they're not heroes, but what do you want? It's what's available. This army can be popped into that city to hold it. Should be good. I think that's pretty good. All right. I wish I could get the 2 heroes back that were destroyed the other day. That was a tragic loss. It would take quite a few turns to summon up and re-enchant this stack to power them fully again. We're gonna finish the. We're gonna get up to his capital. We're gonna make peace, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. But we have to figure out how to crack that capital and get rid of this Armageddon. And I don't feel like the hero stack has enough oomph left. I'm thinking of taking an entire stack of auto crossbowmen. Most of them would get wiped out by the Efreet before they got a turn, though. A stack of paladins would at least be magic immune, but then what are they going to do? Oh, look at that. My gosh, he lost everything. There's nothing left. He was destroyed. Alright, that's fine. I'll take this one then. He was at the top of the world. But part of the reason that he looked so strong was because barbarians always look stronger than they are. On the charts, it's one of the advantages of playing barbarian, actually. Nobody wants to pick a fight with you because you look like you're the toughest. Yes, the correct play here is... Alright, let's see. Yeah, the buffs are one of the reasons that I'm saying the hero stack is puttering out right now. It takes time to buff them, it takes time to summon new champions. They can coast through a couple more cities as is, but... Oh good, that actually worked. I was wondering if I should have healed. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess all of you are just gonna kinda head that way. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I didn't see you there. That's not we're not making a war. Yet. I just saw an open tower and thought I could move in, that's all. Okay. Alright, guys. You are heading down to his... Oh, he already lost another one. His last city that's not his capital. And this fugly little army here is gonna move to this island forevermore. It is not a balanced defense, but... oh well. Alright. I think I prefer the night goblins. We're gonna make more of those. Yeah, his empire completely broke. I broke his armies. It cost me a ton, but I broke his armies, and then White came in and took all of his cities. White got like 4 of his cities, maybe 5, doubling his size. He went from the weakest player to arguably one of the stronger ones. And I have the food to keep producing men. So I need to sort out a few things defensively and pick my next war once I shut this Armageddon off. Green no longer even has any forces on the map at this point. He's done. I probably lost a lot of my nodes, though. No, we're not doing a war, Talala. Cut it out. I just bumped one of your guys. Hello? How are you gonna afford to pay for all of those Afrits? I know all these battles have cost you a lot of mana crystals. I do like that little touch of healing. Oh, fine, whatever. Take that out. These guys don't even have a lot to dispel. Time you got to melee something. Woo! Okay, very good. Now I just have to figure out what you're going to defend this with. Stack here. It's probably just going to be some goblins defending it. Not ideal, but whatever. Okay. So, he still has plenty in the bank somehow. The Armageddon, nobody's disjunctioned it yet. I don't know about going up against a stack of Afrits. I just don't have a good plan for it. They're gonna be fire immune and everything. I could put a full 9 stack of paladins and then just spend a while hammering them with magic. But the only thing I can do is throw lightning at them, I guess. I can't think of a way to kill them. Switch 2 games are like, aren't they like $70 or $80 or $90? Are you talking about the manufacturing cost of it? Because I'll be honest, manufacturing something for $16 and selling it for $80 sounds like a pretty good margin. Dude, cut it out. I just bumped into one of your guys. What's with all this hostility, man? I'm gonna have to give him a bribe or go to war with him. One of the two. Here's some money. Cut it out. Yeah, even Firestorm isn't going to work on them. What can I do? Oh, well, there's at least one thing I could do. What if I put a Chaos Rift over it? That is lightning damage. I generally dislike Chaos Rifts, but, well, it's part of our toolkit, so I guess. Alright, you guys have to get back to the portal tower and hope that it's not clogged for all eternity. Here's the silly defenders. Ready to be silly. Oh, shit. That is a problem. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything in the neighborhood that could do anything about it, so, I'll just kinda... Oh wow, not even enough to make a skeleton. Okay, wow, that's pretty bad. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. 2 turns till I can start Chaos Embrace. Now that's a problem if you've made it impossible to make cheap games, but they just really want everything to be digital. That was one of the things that they're trying to do, is they're trying to go digital. Which, what's the point of a console? If you're gonna make it digital, why have a console at all? Sorry, I'm a big fan of my collection and my physical media. We're doing just another Warlord game, then we're doing an RTS, and the worst wizard is a thing that is happening. Eventually. There's no real timeline for that. Oh, what's all this? Monsters! In the night, pulling victims out of sight. I see. Call XCOM. Alright. So, I'm gonna put the turtle here. Or, here. And I'm gonna give you this. And I'm gonna give you this. Okay, so you have full stack of paladins here. Okay. I'm going to put the Chaos Rift over here, and that's going to do some slow damage. I'm going to put a few buffs on the Paladin stack. I'm going to make them real buff. Okay. Then we'll rebuff the hero stack. And we're going to do a 1-2 or maybe a 1-2-3 punch, depending on how it goes. If the Ifrits want to kill the Paladins, they'll have to fly over and punch them. If the Ifrits want to run from the Paladins, none of their magic's going to affect the Paladin, except some of the Paladins can be hit with Crack's Call. That's basically the only thing they got. See, the stupid thing about digital is digital should have always been inexpensive. Digital files cost $0. There's no store getting a cut, there's no transportation, there's no manufacturing. Digital should have always been significantly cheaper. The fact that it isn't is kind of offensive. And you know, I buy stuff on Steam and GOG, but well, usually I buy it on sale, to be fair, but yeah. There's something wrong with that. I don't want to burn a bunch of mana crystals fighting random beasts, so we'll try not to. Yeah, my defenses are definitely outdated. I should probably put a modern unit or two in every one of them. We'll get Doom Mastery as well. Yeah. Add in the Doom Gaze. Add in the extra effects from Chaos Channel, and maybe we'll stand a chance. Okay, got a Holy Weapon them. I think I need to get Holy Weapon, Fiery Fury, Colossal Strength. We're going to be a few turns buffing this stack. I hate every turn that I let him continue to Armageddon, but what can you do? Alright, let's consider our cities. I feel like a modern javelin does a lot to make each city more powerful defensively. The modern javelin is like 15, whereas the old javelins are like 7. There's a bit of a difference there. think that alone will make a massive difference in our defenses. So we'll try to get a javelin in every city. Wish I could make some crossbows, but we're too busy printing paladins. %40 higher than physical stores. Ugh. I just don't have the resources to run around chaos channeling everything. We're too busy buffing and doing other things. My hero stack still needs to be rebuffed. I don't expect these paladins to win against Hadriex, but I do expect them to do a lot of damage. One good thing is that Hadriex don't have Dispel, so at least I don't have to worry about that. Nintendo has just been a load of bollocks lately. They've had a lot of problems for years, and it's unfortunate. Man, you guys are gonna really underperform without all the buffs. Crossbowmen are exactly what I want, but sadly those just won't cut. They just won't cut it. Alright. Insulation is an interesting one. Technically, they shouldn't need it, but it ends up boosting their attack by quite a bit, so we're definitely going to insulate them. Priests aren't the worst idea either. Okay, now we just need a moment when that portal's open. Oh, we could try to move them through in groups. Alright. Okay, that does work. Okay! This stack. Alright, we're gonna finally get back to boosting our casting skill. Inner power. Oh, well. You know, I'd rather fight great drakes than Hadriex. Hadriex are actually really dangerous. Insulation will help, but Hadriex are really dangerous. not good without that chaos effect. They're finally fighting like they're supposed to. Go away. We just look at it and it explodes. Well, this was a bad place to show up. Oh my gosh, you're just gonna keep doing this, huh? There it is. This into a proper doom stack. Have you ever considered that we have no reason to be at war? You and I? Not gonna trade Armageddon, I see. Well. Put you in there next turn. Doesn't seem to be losing mana, but with his armies gone, how many fights could he really get into in a day? Giants. Seems a step down from what you were doing before. I kind of want to look at him on the charts again. As his nodes are melding away. I bet you white is like skyrocketed in power. Micron? Who's Micron? We were talking about Nintendo, right? Oh, jeez, come on. No, not Aether Sparks on a Spearman. Should just be glad I even have one left. One node that wasn't taken. I don't try very hard to hold nodes. It's not that they aren't valuable, it's that it's so tedious. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know every RAM manufacturer by name. Right now, the big tech companies are offering huge contracts with lots of money. It's basically easy, guaranteed money. Contracted, so there's no way it can be undone. They're just gonna do what they do. Unless the market dramatically shifts very suddenly, and then they'll be like, oh, actually, we're making consumer-grade stuff again. Honestly, I would not be surprised to see a couple big tech companies bite it in the next 5 to 10 years. If Microsoft ceased to be a tech company and just became a real estate company, just sold off their entire tech side, spun it off into its own little company or whatever nonsense trickery they do. You know how corporations do things. What is this? Conduit of Chaos Rune Master. Breakthrough, Blazing March, Beta Swiftness, and Warp Reality at the same time. Huh. I wonder what the other conduits look like. Suddenly, Rune Master sounds like it's got a really epic end game. Unfortunately, that's the problem with Rune Master, is that all of their signature spells are at the very end of the game. That said, well, this is something. Twice the cost of Armageddon. Yeah, I believe it. What I need is casting skill. Alright. We are very, very fireproof. Again? Okay. How are you feeling? And you? Yeah, okay. Warp lightning interests me. Man, you are on the ascendancy. Actually, you're not. You've barely budged somehow. Even though you've doubled the amount of cities, you didn't get bigger? That doesn't make sense at all. Huh. Go figure. Alright, well. That Armageddon's getting a bit messy. Shield bearers are pretty okay. Oh, here we go. Get rid of that. Ah, there you go. I like the shaman. I do. But I think you need chaos javelineers instead. I decide to do, I'm going to have new armies for it. Fiery Fury, Colossal Strength, Nature Link. Then I need to cast Chaos's Embrace for Doomgaze 3. And then I need Chaos Surge. I put all that together, and we should be ready for the attack. 150? I don't know. I mean, you're casting 4 spells in a turn. It's going to be insane. But 150 is a lot, and more than twice the price of Armageddon is a lot. So I really don't know. All I know is my swamps and plains are turning into volcanoes, and I don't like it. And I'm not going to be able to stop him for quite a few turns. I wish someone would disjunction that thing. Crucial? No, I'm not familiar with the Crucial brand. Is that another RAM manufacturer? Yeah, sorry, I don't know these things by name. I mean, I know Nvidia and AMD and, you know, the biggest players, but I mean, who doesn't? Everyone's attacking the goblins. They must be my weakest defensive city. Oh, okay, we're still talking about Micron. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I just don't know them. I have an AMD, and I have another machine with an Nvidia in it. I don't think there's any reason to cast Venom on them. Look at the difference Colossal Strength makes, though. Holy crap. Who knows, maybe the Paladins will be strong enough. Let's see, did I put one in here yet? Let's get one up there. Those Javeliers pumping out. I should have really made a war college in this city a long time ago. But whatever. Once I get the Heartlands, a Javelin in all cities, maybe I'll do that. We have to pick who our next war is gonna be. I'm kind of thinking of picking on Oberic. He keeps insulting me with these tiny financial offers. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who I get RAM from. RAM wasn't that big of a deal when I bought it. There was no shortages. It was just, whatever, RAM. Computer needs that, right? We'll stick some in. Very good. RAM was just not something I used to think about. The only question was how much RAM, not who made it. got a few nice little armies now. Goblins can be effective. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Let's see. Whereas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, basically an even match. White would be easier because he's all in one spot. Same with orange. I don't know. I have no idea what their logo represents. That's some corporate culture stuff. Please don't tell me it represents demons. The last few years have been crazy. No, I haven't. I haven't cast the 2 globals yet. I'm spamming buffs on these paladins first. Then I'm rebuffing the hero stack. Then I'm going to do the globals, and then I'm going to decide whether or not I want more champions and artifacts, or I might just start summoning a Freet for the next war. If I put in a Freet in every stack, the stacks will probably perform better. My Latin? Well, I can sing! But, not very good. No. They didn't offer Latin at my high school, unfortunately. I would have liked to have picked up a little Latin, because it's... well, it's really into the word origins and the meanings of things. It just seems like a cool thing to study. I mean, I would have still picked Japanese instead in high school, but Latin would have been cool. I was actually interested. I'm actually using a lot of that food again, which is telling me my armies are getting bulky again. Even if it doesn't feel quite that way. Alright, once we finish with this Nature's Link, it's just the hero stack and the globals, and then we go in. The eye. Envy? You're kidding. The envious eye. How do you decide to make something like that? I love the frickin' Amazon. You look up and there's a truck that just has a smirk on it. The evil corporation whose logo is just smirking. Just a smirk. It's the kind of thing you expect to read in a dystopian novel. But remember when corporations were like, oh yeah, our slogan is don't be evil. We're just, you know, a bunch of quirky guys. And now we look at corporations and we're just like, yeah, you're not gonna PR your way out of the things you've done. We know about the things you guys have been doing. Okay, at 35 melee with 4 figures, these guys should do significant damage to an Ifrit. Now, what I need to cap this off, all 3 effects, guaranteeing that the paladins can hit the Ifrits. Every single one of them will hit the Ifrits. You know, I don't think I'm even going to buff the heroes. I want this Armageddon out. I want it done. You've been here all game. You can enjoy a nice retirement package. Then we do want Chaos Surge, but we don't actually need Chaos Surge because we're going to be fighting nothing but Chaos creatures anyway, so we can cast that later. Palantir, that's that defense contractor tech company. A lot of the investors have been going crazy about that stock. I am the best, envy me, yeah. Something, live long enough, become the villain, yeah. Well, perhaps all the ones that weren't compromised went out of business. Tlaloc, are you really picking a fight with me? Okay. I'm trying to be peaceful with you, man, but this is how it's gonna be. Yeah. We know the intelligence agencies crawled inside the tech companies. It's likely that it seems certain that they chose the winners and losers based on who they could infiltrate. Oh, I almost held. I'll get Chaos Surge later. So I can explain exactly why. Hold on. Oh, Tlaloc is being a real pain. Tlaloc, I am going to do terrible things to you. You know that, right? In recompense for all this. Anyway, you lost some chickens. So right now I'm planning one specific battle. Hold on a second. The Palantirs, Saruman used one. The Palantirs were the orbs that you could see other things with. They weren't originally evil. There were a bunch of them. It was basically just orbs of Scribe. The problem is, Sauron had one. So if you used one, you could potentially... Actually, Saruman was entrusted the Palantir because he was the wise wizard by... the people of Gondor, I believe, gave it to him. Unless I'm mixing things up. Alright, anyway. Why Doom Mastery and not Chaos Surge? Because this is the enemy. Chaos Surge doesn't seem like it would be very helpful in this fight. Doom Mastery, however, would mean that every paladin would be able to fight air units, because they'd all be flying and fire breathing. So this one seems more valuable for this battle. I'm going to bribe you one last time, but you're going to cut it out. And I'm not going to forget what you were doing. Have you seen my forces? Do you really want to do this? Yeah. Sauron got his hands on a lot of things. Sauron was actually a master crafter. A crafty crafter. And Saruman desperately wanted to be the new Sauron. Where, what's his name? The Morgoth was just trying to corrupt and be terrible. Sauron was actually trying to make the world a better place. In his own twisted way. And you can see it. Like, Morgoth makes orcs. He just takes a bunch of elves and makes them really icky and awful and terrible and unhappy. And he goes, ha 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 ha, look what I did to your thing, and rubs it in the face of the guy that made elves. But Sauron is like, okay, I'm going to take these orcs and I'm going to make them taller and faster and stronger and able to walk through daylight. I'm going to figure out how to make them more effective. That's nice. Alright, here we go! Level 2 Paladins versus Ifrit. There's a lot of magic in play here. Oh, I broke his wall. What's going on? We're supposed to all be flying. Hey, 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 this isn't right. My units don't have all 3 buffs. They shouldn't have been able to beat cracks called, "You're not flying." Hold on, something's wrong. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I cast the spell. In combat, enemy units cursed with warp creature. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Wait. Did I misread this? All newly created regular units are mutated by chaos channels. So this is a spell about chaos channels. Units from a city with chaos blessing gain all 3 effects. These are all from a city that came from a chaos blessing. Every single one of these well, they're gone now. Hold on a second. Every single one of these paladins came from a city with Chaos's blessing. All of them did. So... all newly trained units from a city with... okay. Okay... it doesn't work the way I thought it did. Darn. That doesn't work the way I thought it did. Hold on, I need to rethink things for a minute. In that case, I'm far more likely to put this army into the attack as well. Alright, I've still got a 1-2-3 punch. I'm still gonna go through with it. Alright. Well then, we are also gonna beat of swiftness. Most of you can do something in this fight. I can always throw webs at them, but a distressing number of these paladins won't be able to melee the enemy. Still, these are paladins of death. These are terrifying paladins of death. Oh my gosh, they're just eating the Ifrit. Best spell in the game to win fights. Where's his other hero? Where does other hero go? I lost track of him somehow. We've got illusion immunity. I know you can't hide. Oh, there you are. Well, that went extremely well, honestly. Okay. -1 spell save? Hell yeah. Well, you finally have a stick. Yeah, just put it there. Okay. Well, first I can get rid of this thing. Okay. And that is... That's in the wrong slot, but who cares? There it goes. Okay. Okay, alright. We do have to pick our next target. I'm afraid it might actually be Sasra. I'm just so glad the Armageddon's turned off. We could start our own Armageddon. Everyone's at peace with everybody again. I think this terrifying army is gonna be more effective than my hero stack. Paladins are just that good. Even if they don't have all 3 buffs on them, sadly. Yeah, the Paladins actually did shockingly well. Yeah, that's the one I want. No. Not today. Actually, wait a minute. I should give it to him because it'll piss everyone off. And nobody will be upset with me when I take him out. Yeah, sure. It's not a pact, so I guess I could take it. Pink is actually the person I'm least inclined to fight. Even if I found all of those 17 gold offers insulting. Oh, you'll probably complain about some node somewhere that I own. I don't have many of those left. Okay. Those guys have presumably leveled up by now. Okay. For our next trick, we need Chaos's... No, wait. Chaos Surge? No, wait. Right, Chaos Embrace. The other players are going to hate this, though. So there's no reason to cast it until I'm ready. We can wait. Alright, what do we need to do most? Well, first we need the city buffs most. Do you gain power from other people's volcanoes? I wonder. I'm just gonna put this here. You guys can sit and heal for a day or two. Put you over here. All right. Let's see if we can reassemble your buffs. So we'll try to rebuff them. This stack will defend this town. Paladin stack will come out. We'll get the other stacks out and start positioning them. We'll cross the plains. We'll get everything ready for a very short war. very short war indeed. I'll give him Armageddon so he can hang himself with that. Hey there, wizard! We're finishing up the game we were already running through the week. It's very close to complete since we took out green. At this point, I don't see any way they could stop me unless Talalok starts the spell of mastery or something. I just don't see how. I mean, he's got a hell of a lot of troops, but... Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Oh, not heroism. That's not what I meant to do. Crap. Here you go, random javelin guy. Alright, good old holy armor. Okay. Actually, do have a lot of rebels. Ah. Yeah, that's the newest thing to Warlord. You have to flip a switch to turn them on, though, because they're still experimental and very powerful. That hero in particular seems wild, but I sort of stumbled into a combo with her, so... Orange has an annoyingly large army. Do I want to get orange in this fight? He might end up taking a bunch of stuff. Insulate. I think we've almost done putting all the spells back. Alright, there we go. That should get those defenses back. These basic buildings up all over the place. You don't need that. love to get nightmares, but I'm afraid that city will take too long to build up. Maybe. We could always go for the spell of mastery ourselves. With all these cities, we could research it relatively quickly. But then we'd have to spend 70 turns watching these units move back and forth. Alright, I'm gonna give Sasra the rope to hang himself with. That's right. Colossal strength to shoot those crossbows harder. Alright. Poison. Poisonous rockets. Not even really carrying any rider effects, which is poisoning them just because. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put you lot here. Boy, that city had a rough time changing hands a whole bunch. Okay. So I think I'm gonna put you guys down here. Okay. Here comes the horde. Go to that one. Here we go. Go down there. There. Close the gates. Stacking up the next army. Okay, meanwhile, over here, these guys are going to be a little bit behind. And the things. He pushed my guys off all the portals. This is annoying, actually. But you know what? I could just straight up cast plane shift, so what do I care? Yeah, that's what I can do. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to plane shift these guys. Let's make sure you guys get the new gunpowder. Did you get it? I think they have to overnight in the town. That's fine. Okay. So yeah, if I just plane shift them over, they can then Earthgate where they need to. Should be fine. Hey there, wanna piss everyone off? Enjoy! The last thing I want is for me to attack him and everyone else to side with him and attack me. So, I can let the world get a little bit messier. Just a little. Tlaloc is clearly the strongest player left. Part of me wants to unite everyone against him. Why is this place looking like this? Why is your health so bad? What is happening in that location? I don't remember anything happening in that location. Okay. You know what? Since you're gonna benefit from all three powers, I think we're gonna do it. Okay, this army is definitely ready. Alright, next up... I wasn't kidding about those Afrits. They could make a huge difference in the coming battle. Alright, they got their weapons. Actually, no, we gotta do logistics first. Okay. Ah, well, they'll have to wait till next turn. No biggie. Okay, the stack's gonna need to go in there for a turn as well. Black powder it up. Okay. We'll warp these armies down into this territory. I can one turn this and that. It's these three that I don't have a way to get my troops to. So we'll probably just end up town portaling stuff in as the hero stack cleans up. Yeah. Step out for a second. These guys need to arm up. Okay, we're coming out over here. Well, rocks might be hard for some of my units to fight. I guarantee these guys are going to have no issues hunting big birds. Might seem like a ridiculous way to go about things, but there they are. But I can summon a lot of Hadriex very quickly. And if I could pick off a couple of cities and divide them, it would speed up the whole war a lot. And I've got 2 more stacks to toss through. I don't know what his casting skill is, so I can't tell how long it'll take him to cast the Armageddon. And it takes a few turns for it to do its thing. I might actually take him out before he gets it to have any noticeable effect. One of the things I'm watching for is if Orange starts attacking someone. If he decides to pick a fight with someone, I need to know immediately. The other thing I kind of want to do is go around undoing the volcano damage to my land and replacing it with my own volcano damage. I'll hold these in reserve. I might need forces in the Mirren Plain still. Something just occurred to me. These goblins could be much stronger than they are. Let's put that on. Food reserves are getting low. player was a peacenik. I really do like the idea of refugees. There's just no way to put them in this game. Jeez, it's crazy. Alright. Making, then I ship them off. We cast the Doom Gaze spell, and then we strike. Then maybe I'll be the one who casts Armageddon. Next turn it'll be a full 9 stack. Army is ready to move. Crossbows. Spell will be in a second. We're rapidly climbing. Rapidly climbing. I think white will be enough to win the game. I really do. I think this will be the winning move, so let's not screw it up. I'll bribe Tlaloc, but I don't want anyone to take any of the cities from me. So I won't encourage anyone to join this fight. Next will be a second game of Warlord. I want to try a different build. Alright, that's it. That's the 9 stack. Go, go, go. Alright, Chaos Embrace. Whoa, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. You go back there. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do one more trick first. This entire stack is going to make a walkover towards his capital. I can almost do it in one turn. Almost. Okay. That means this stack goes here. I'm sure they've got it. I have not. I find out what's in the retorts completely blind. And I'm gonna do the same next time. I'm just gonna pick different retorts. I want to play trolls. It's been... I like trolls a lot. I haven't played them in quite some time. I'm gonna go with trolls. I really want to try Conjurer, which is not really trolls want a more warlordy kind of build. But, you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna play Troll Conjurers. We'll probably get like 12 nature books or something. And just see what we can do. Okay, there we go. Oh, hi there, Brax. Alright, move! They'll be there in just a moment. Okay, well, send me the bug fix. Because the new playthrough will probably be tomorrow. Unless I am very much mistaken, I just don't see how they can stop me at this point. Well, I am finishing up this, but it's also like the last hour of the stream. Everything's in place. I think I can two-turn him. Actually, let me consider the... I might, if I'm willing to make a riskier play, I might be able to one-turn him. Let me double-check two things. As long as he doesn't have a city somewhere in the mirror that I didn't notice. I should check for that, too. You have not been dispelling your curses. Here's some money. That didn't do anything to his mood. Alright. If I'm willing to split this army in half, I'm now parked outside every city, but it becomes... But the difference between 9 and 4 is exponential. Still, it makes it possible I could one-turn him. So how could I tilt this in my favor? Well... could start by linking all of these. I think this is the turn we strike. I don't know, this 4 Afreet thing is risky. I should have summoned another one. Oh well, worst case scenario, I just have to reposition some things. I think I'm ready to go for it. Alright, we got 2 other questions before we can do this. Question 1. I don't think I'm going to run him out of mana crystals. Okay, well. So the order of the fights are not important then. Second, are there any islands in the Mirren Plain I still don't know about? Let me just grab my industrial hole puncher and look. Yeah, that's the edge of the world. You're not allowed to build cities up there. It's always possible that there are ones that I'm not seeing somehow fit between the holes. I've seen islands that were one tile, so... Alright, next up, make sure I have mana crystals. Alright, we're ready! Good friend, I am afraid that we must become one people. We must unite. Oh, I can't heal them anymore. Oh well. I can do this instead. Priestess has probably been wanting to incinerate all this time, sighing as she's just used to do holy word over and over. Alright, let's hit the capital. There's a Grand Inquisitor in there. We had the nice relaxing battle, now for the hard one. It isn't Gandalf the White. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Well... Nothing. Doesn't my rune mastery mean I was good at that? He must have an artifact that prevents dispelling. If only you guys all possessed all 3 buffs. Oh well. We might lose some paladins. That would be a small price to pay for a capital. No impact. Guess I should have looked closer. Not like I really need to cast buffs on this army. My options are summon or attack spells, mostly. Alright, well what if I did this to you? Uh-oh. Let's see, do you have any weaknesses at all? Fire. Guess lightning could hurt you. Paladins can hurt you. Let's go with that. Alright. Half the paladins were lost. Invulnerability? This isn't bad either. This is superior to that. Ah, there you go. Okay. Now, let's take the riskiest battle here. Yeah, that's pretty bad. They're not quite strong enough to incinerate, but we could do corrosive blasts or warp lightnings. Kinda hard to tell which is better. Ah! We don't want to turn them. Just short. Another buff would have done it. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be the first Dark Lord to have a hobbit destroy me. Next! Well, two can play at that game. Oh, right, we can't heal. I keep forgetting that. These are leftovers from the previous war. The paladins were the only things that survived a bunch of hard battles. Now, the difference between first striking and letting them hit is so extreme. I think I know how to finish this. Next. Oh, you guys. You're not gonna fare so well. Even their melee is good enough to kill birds. Flame strike. Yeah. No, we don't even need spell casting for that. Alright, this one's a little iffier. Oh good, he's not attacking the war leader. That did a lot of damage. Oh, that thing's just sitting there, it's not flying. Ah! No! War leader! I really thought he could do that. I have no experience with using war leaders to fight, so... they always kind of hang in the back. Goblins are great. Nah, we're gonna go with fire. Fire breath and first strike. I think you guys are gonna make an impression. Okay, they're not doing the attack, so we'll have to step up. Okay. Alright. Someone flip the switch on that lightning generator. Is that a hero? Oh my gosh! You have him! Oh, that's that actually might make a difference. Bends all four elements after all. It's possible this city holds, because there was an invisible Tauren in it. These are not my super paladins, these are just regular paladins. Caused some damage. We got it! We took him down! Wow, suddenly the paladin is looking really good over here. Alright, that just leaves the one city that he broke my things on. It's going to take me 2 turns to get my troops there. He's gonna... The F-turn is my worst fear. He's gonna take away my bending. He's gonna look at my knees and take away their bending. Alright. You might actually take this city back. If I had one-turned him, it would have been so much better. Yeah. If only I could have one-turned him. This one isn't gonna go his way, though. What are you doing? That's not how you attack. He's just trying to damage the city. Huh. Was that a reference to the game, the last time I played, shit, I can't think of the name of it now. Think of the name of it. Oh my gosh. Dominions. Dominion 6. Is that a reference to the last time I played Dominion 6? We should be able to go out this back door, but we can't. My units can't seem to break the wall and get outside. Huh. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter in this case, but I thought that back door was usable. Oh my gosh, he's still coming. This time they're going for it. He's not casting spells. I think he ran out of MP. You have negate first strike or something? Oh no. You might actually take it back. can't heal you. So annoying. If he has another army to hit this with, he'll retake it. Oh my gosh, they're here too! The computer's hitting me with every single thing it has in a rage to try to reclaim its cities. That's what the computer's doing. As I kept saying, if I had one-turned him, this would have been amazing. Now I have to get into a slugfest. Pretty good, but this is a pretty bad scenario for them. At the very least, he won't have any kind of army left after this. Ah! Die! Oh, I don't know. It does weird things sometimes. I don't even try to understand how it behaves half the time. I wonder what these two javelins were doing. Now incinerate. Javelins are pretty good at fighting, but not that good. Oh man, you're really hitting everything, huh? Alright, rock versus dragon turtle. Oh, dragon turtle still loses. Bird picks up turtle, drops it onto some rocks. This one will go my way, though. Glad I made so many mana crystals, because holy crap. Damn. When did rocks get so tough? Alright, that had to be his full turn. So, we have a few points we're going to need to reinforce as best we can, probably with spiders. But first we have an important question we must ask. Well, that's nice to hear. Okay. 92.1%. he's got one city he took back over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to rush that with what little is left here. Ah! Script error! No! The variable doesn't exist. Goblin combat is disabled at character... I'm gonna take a screenshot of this for you. Let me see. Oh, This is a relatively new keyboard. It took me a second to find where print screen was hidden. Okay. Got the error code. Crop. File. Save as. Okay. Let's see. There you go. Sent. Oh, definitely black. There's no other thing it could be. Game crash is definitely a black spell. So close to being finished off. Really? Why? How did the goblins break mid-game, though? Well, it's not like I don't have other forces I can send. Alright, so that leaves just the one city over here that I can't quite reach this turn. If only. Well, now we gotta do this. He's got fast-moving critters that will potentially find weak points. And boy, do we ever have weak points. But now we also have spiders. Does he have any more? He's got some units over here. You know what? It's possible he doesn't have any birds left. I don't believe it, but he sure did use a lot of them quickly, didn't he? Next turn we'll finish him off and see if that tilts the score into me winning. I kind of want to summon Thunderbirds. Anyway, I'll just toss a couple more spiders out here. Couldn't hurt. I think the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to cast Armageddon. If we didn't get the win already, that will push us over. I don't feel like going through the logistic juggling to get all these units where they need to go. City shield. Oh, okay, well. Just don't right click the war boss again. Simple. Here you go. Ah, what happened, buddy? $95. I think this will be the win. Behold my newest trick. Teleporting puppet. Bzzzt. Did it freeze? Okay, I guess it didn't. Here. What about over here? I don't see any nodes that became exposed. Do you not have any? Building a couple of nodes would have been an easy way to gain some points. Anyway, we start casting Armageddon. Ah! Do I need one more city? Does my hero stack need to visit one more friendly neighbor to claim the victory? Let's see. Oh. What? It just went down 3%? Why? Huh. Ah, foo. Anyway, we've won this one. I don't feel like duking out the last bit of it. It's like just gain one or two cities. Unfortunately, orange is all over the place. This means I need to cast a bunch of town halls and distribute these units around the newly gained cities. I can do a lot of trading between cities very quickly, so I won't actually lose any territory. And then the hero stack can just pick up a couple of his cities. and that'll be the game. We won this one. It is a victory. Ah, man. Tomorrow, sleep deprivation is starting to catch up with me, and I can feel it. I'm gonna try to take a short nap before I do the Genshin stream. I have some ideas. Oh, I'm gonna be able to test the new teams. It's gonna be great. All right. So yeah, tomorrow we'll likely be doing a troll game with Conjurer and a ton of nature books, because supposedly Conjurer can summon things even more powerful than we've ever been allowed to summon before. We can go beyond Colossuses to the Lord units. So, could be fun. Trollish might. Nature's long been an all-in-one package, giving you everything. Touches of healing, blizzards for damage, ice bolts, all kinds of stuff. Hello there. Afshan? Oh, okay. Anyway, I love Colossi. Honestly, I'm not sure if ultimate tier summons are actually gonna be more practical than just summoning Colossi, because Colossi win games. But, yeah. I want them. I just want to summon the biggest thing, you know? Who doesn't want to summon the biggest thing? And trolls are just fun. I like trolls. So, yeah. This was pretty interesting. I like the new spells. The balance is still rough around the edges, but that's to be expected. How did I suddenly go down 3% by eliminating an opponent? What is this? Why did this happen? I know why. It was the global. It was counting the global as part of my military might. He had a Chaos Surge in play. That's what happened. He had a Chaos Surge in play, and when I took him out, the Chaos Surge left play. That's why. And he's not smart enough to learn Chaos Surge, so I wouldn't even be able to give it to another person. Ah! Catch it to study? Huh. If one even spawns in the game. We didn't even get one of them in this game. Oh, we'll just have to see what happens tomorrow. Until next time and every time, this is Hadriex, signing off. Bye. Alright.